Out front next, breaking news, White House in turmoil. Hope Hicks, the White House communications director, the president's perhaps closest confidant, gone, abruptly resigning just a day after admitting she's told lies for the president. What's behind her sudden departure? Plus more breaking news a day after Jared Kushner loses his top secret security clearance. News tonight, dozens of other aides have also been downgraded. And Trump sounding like a Democrat on gun reform, calling out lawmakers for being afraid of the NRA. Is this a reality show or is this the real Donald Trump? Let's go out front. And good evening, I'm Erin Burnett. Out front tonight, the breaking news. The White House rocked by a major resignation tonight. One of the president's most trusted advisors, Hope Hicks, his communications director. The 29-year-old has been with the president for 3 years and worked with his daughter Ivanka before that, originally tapped to be the campaign's press secretary, and she rose stunningly quickly, by far the youngest person in the president's inner circle. Just to give you an idea of how vital Hicks is to the president, one of the president's close allies telling me tonight, quote, she was his last emotional crutch. That's how crucial she is. And that source telling me Hicks' departure was sudden. The source saying Trump berated Hicks after her testimony to Congress yesterday. You know, the 9 hours in which she admitted to telling lies on behalf of the president. According to the source, Trump asked Hicks after the testimony how she could be so stupid. And that apparently that was the final straw for Hope Hicks. As news of her sudden departure broke, another one of the president's allies telling CNN, quote, I'm just floored. I don't think it's possible to overstate the significance and just the importance of her role within the White House. She's an invaluable team member and one of the originals. The only originals now from the Trump campaign who actually remain in the White House tonight are Jared Kushner, who, of course, was stripped of his top secret security clearance yesterday, Ivanka Trump, and Dan Scavino, who works with the president on social media. Hicks is at the center of 3 controversies that have rocked the White House, 2 of which are core to the Russia investigation. She was reportedly with the president the weekend he decided to fire then FBI Director Jim Comey. She was involved in writing the Donald Trump Jr. statement about the Trump Tower meeting with Russians. And just weeks ago, she was crucial in drafting the White House statement defending Rob Porter, a man whom she was dating seriously. Porter, of course, is the former White House top aide accused of abusing 2 ex-wives and a former girlfriend. Hope Hicks is the 3rd communications director to leave the White House. To date, 1 in 3 Trump administration officials have left. 1 in 3. That is in just the first year of the Trump administration, according to a study tracking this. Jeff Zeleny begins our coverage out front live at the White House. Jeff, it's a stunning development. There is no one more important to the president emotionally who was there every step of the way, his emotional crutch, as it was described to me. What are you learning about Hope Hicks' stunning departure?
Well, Erin, there's no question that we have stood here several times over the last 13 months and talked about a resignation, a departure. This one is different. Hope Hicks was not a political expert, but she was a Donald Trump expert. She worked for him longer than virtually anyone else on staff. She joined right before he decided to announce for president and was along with him and along the entire way and sat just steps outside the Oval Office. She saw everything he did. She played a major role here. So this is coming across as a major bombshell. People across the West Wing were surprised. People were crying. They were upset. In fact, when she held a meeting with a few small staffers who report to her, she was crying and upset because she wants to pursue other opportunities. But, Erin, there are many questions tonight. Why? Why is the timing of this right now? Is it related to her testimony on Capitol Hill? Unclear, but the timing certainly is what it is. Is it related to her hours and hours over a couple days of testimony in December to Bob Mueller's special counsel team? Unclear, but that certainly also played a role into this pressure cooker situation. But it is that Rob Porter resignation a few weeks ago that the president became angry at her, at least questioning her judgment for one of the first times. We do not know if her resignation is related to that either. She said she does want to pursue other opportunities. But, Erin, the question here going forward is that many advisors say, how will the president get along without her? He calls out the name Hope for so many things. Her voice was quiet on the outside. We never saw her on Sunday shows. But inside this White House, it was loud and clear. And in the coming weeks, Erin, in a few weeks when she leaves, that voice will no longer be here. Erin.
All right. Thank you very much, Jeff Zeleny. And obviously, it's a big loss for this president. You know, a person who relies on individuals, and this individual perhaps more than any other, whatever her role was,